back to Real Talk with your girl, Natoya Perkins. I just want you to go ahead and subscribe to my channel if this is your first time visiting. At the end, I want you to like if you like this video and go ahead, share and comment at the end of this video. Today, I want to say to you that we have a special guest today on my show, and I'm excited to have Raising Kings 876, another YouTuber. Thank you for joining Raising Kings 876.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Natoya, on your show, Real Talk. I definitely appreciate the invitation. I have no problem to shed some light on many things from a male's perspective, of course.
Exactly. So, guys, as he said, just that's what we're going to be talking about. We are going to be talking about how men and women are different, some different ways to show how we are different, what we do, what we say, why we do these things, and why we react the way we do. So, Mr. Raising Kings 876, we have some hot questions to go about here. So we're just going to have a little bit of rebut. We're not going to agree because, as you say, it's man and woman story.
Definitely understand the position I'm in.
I won't kill you too much because I'm one of the good ones. All right. So, Raising Kings, on your perspective, tell us just the briefing of the general men species.
Learning so many things about myself as a man and what it takes to become a man was very paramount to the position I'm in today. As my father always told me growing up, son, learn how to become a man before you be a husband and a father. A lot of persons do understand that there's some things that you have to be taught. You don't know everything when you're learning how to become a man. And I'm very fortunate to have, a father that invested in my education, send me to university without even paying student loan because he knows that I need the training in order to survive in the real world. Ultimately, men are supposed to be the leaders in the societies and the families. They're supposed to be able to withstand certain pressures that they may even get from peers. Men are supposed to be what we call stoic, meaning calm, cool, and collected. But not many men are able to do that because it comes with certain experience and training.
Yes.
And we're going to admit, I will be the first to say that men have failed in many regards in the societies and with families and how they go about, carrying out their basic roles. However, I took it upon myself to provide my services where I train men and coach them
Right.
to be better men through my program at Raising Kings 876. It's been an interesting journey so far, because of the good and bad experiences I had. I realized the need for this kind of training to offer men that opportunity where they can learn what it takes to be a real man.
Right.
And a man, from what I've learned, is someone who's able to lead himself first before he's able to lead the lives of other people.
That's right.
So we don't try to encourage people to get women pregnant or baby mamas over here. No, we try to teach men how to find a purpose first
Right.
and become financially stable.
Right.
Then, you know, women are going to be attracted to that.
Oh, yes, we do.
So,
Well, the
so
good ones, by the way, because some persons are not.
the good ones.
Yeah.
We know women like bad boys, women like thugs. But the sad part is when women, from my experience, when they get older, they want to settle with a good man or a man that has his life together.
Right.
So from right off the bat, what I've been teaching so far is that women have a tendency to be hypergamous, and if you don't know what's hypergamy, women are developed in such a way where they like men who are at a higher level than them or who they can learn something from.
Okay.
So that right there.
But why is it that it's not happening most times? Because you find that, as you said, most women or some women will go for the bad guys, or is it back in the days, or do you think it's still happening now? Because you said women like the men when they have a higher, quality,
Right.
or know more than them, so they can learn from them. But is that the case on a regular basis?
Unfortunately, no. Modern days is different from how it was in the past. Back in the day, from what I've seen,
Right, right,
a woman was willing to, help a man to achieve his purpose and dream.
right,
Wait until he was able to level up in what we would say. Nowadays, if a man is not able to have that success, if he's not at the finish line, most women are not even waiting on them, because as you can
right.
see, women are leveling up on themselves. They are
Yeah,
on their own purpose. Women are getting their education. They are getting
yeah.
big jobs, and they're CEOs, and they're running companies and
Companies,
corporations.
right?
And so it's actually the reversal right
Yeah.
now. As far as I'm concerned, and it may sound bad, but modern day husbands are the new wives.
Oh, wow.
Sounds bad, but that's just how we've been analyzing it over from my perspective, where men actually are depending more on women to be the
Mm.
breadwinner or to bring home the
But
bacon.
most of them, some of them are still the
Most of them,
strong
most
men,
of them,
right?
most
You
of them.
still have a
There are
few
strong
good
men.
men,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
Still
There
a
are strong
few
men.
good men. I will definitely agree that there are still a few good men out there, um, making stride like yourself. You have multiple different, whole lot of different things doing as a
Right.
man, growing, teaching men. You have your other businesses going. But from my perspective, based on what you have said, the reason why I think women have taken up the mantle that the man or the men should have been taking up, I would say, because as you mentioned, that sometimes the men are not taking that stand. And yes, as you say, some of them are depending on the woman to do so. And the woman, as
Mhm.
you say, is looking for someone who can build her, can, cover her in whatever spiritual, aspect that the man should be. The man should be the head of the house, whether you're a
Right.
Christian or not. And so what the women have to do now is start going out, because there's no substantial evidence of a man in the house. So they now said, listen, I have to go get some money. So they start building themselves. You find that even back in the days, females are the ones who are sent to schools, yeah?
Right.
And the
Right.
males stay who would stay and go to the what you call it, the
Yeah, the
bush,
farm.
the farm,
You want them
and they
to
will
get a
do all the
skill.
work, the skill work.
Mhm. Yeah.
And now you hardly find all of these things going on. So from a female's perspective, we become this strong, independent person, because what we needed was lacking,
Right.
right? Especially in the homes, you find that there's a lot of single parent moms at home now. So the woman had to take on both, the male and the female role. She could not just sit there and say, I'm just going to be very humble and, emotional. She had
Or
to
or or the
put
the,
on
the,
that,
the, the bad word.
the,
Submissive.
the what?
Submissive.
Submissive. So
Yeah,
she
that's
could
a
not
bad word
be.
for a lot of women.
Exactly. Well, a lot of women. Yeah. All
Or
right.
most
So
women.
join us next week for part 2 of the series of why women and men are different. See you next time on Real Talk.